hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a haunted house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me.
It's week 13 of the NFL. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Packers and the Bears on EA Sports.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Packers at 10-2 on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for Jones last week, pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And this one too low. There's defense for the Packers. They were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the delay, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucs from Tampa. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Toss left to Montgomery. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2nd down at 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Montgomery. They'll run for it. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before the game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And here's Trenton Gill now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return comes Cobb. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, now Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, this offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Play action. Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, here's an option right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Cobb to return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive. In the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Robert Quinn drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Able to slither by. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Fields. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fields rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good one.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So now Fields and the Bears down 28-21. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields into the hands of Pringle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Fields finding Harry. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. All eyes on Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Take me,